Lorena.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we're going to teach you side-by-side changes. We're going to start off with having Jonathan teach the leads part.
All right, leads. We're going to start, as we do with the box, with our weight on our right foot. We're going to do the first half of a box with a quarter turn to the left. So I'm going to step forward on my left foot, quarter turn to the left, side right foot, and then close my left foot to my right foot. From here, another quarter turn. As we take that first step, I'm going to have my right foot free. I'm going to go forward right with a quarter turn, then forward on the left with another eighth turn, and then close my right foot. Once again, this time with the left foot, I'm going to turn an eighth and step forward on my left foot, and then another quarter to step side right and close my left foot, and finish with one more half a box, back on the right foot, back right, side left, and close.
So follows, we would be facing him. If he was doing in that orientation, we would be going this way, but I'm going to do it the other direction so you can see me from behind. So we also begin with half a box, right? So we start back on the right foot, doing a quarter to my left. 1, 2, and 3. So from here, I'm facing my partner. What's going to happen now is I'm going to begin to turn away from my partner as I do this next basically box step, right? So I'm going to step forward on my left, but I'm going to turn an eighth to my left, away from my partner. From here, I'm going to continue. I'm sorry, that was not an eighth, that was a quarter. Turning a quarter to my left, turning away from my partner, and then I'm going to continue to swing through, and I'm going to do another eighth to the left. So I end up in this kind of inverted V position, which we'll talk about in just a moment. From here, then I'm going to do another box step to close back to my partner. So at this point, I have my right foot free. I'm going to turn an eighth to face the line of dance, and I'm going to continue to turn towards my partner as I take another quarter turn with my left foot, and I close my right foot to my left foot. From here, then, I should have my left foot free, and I would continue by closing off with the second half of the box. So we go forward, side, and close. So if we do this together, then now we're gonna change the orientation to the original orientation, his orientation. So we begin with half a box, turning a quarter. 1, 2, 3. Now what's going to happen is we're both going to start turning away from each other. He's going to turn to the right, I'm going to turn to the left. We're both going to turn a quarter away from each other. 1. Now we're going to continue turning away from each other to that second eighth, 2, and 3. Now we have, both of us have our inside foot free, and by inside foot I mean the foot closest to each other, right? So my right, his left. We're going to begin to turn towards the line of dance. 1. We turn that quarter to face each other. 2, and 3. Okay, then from here we're going to go ahead and continue with the second half of the box step. 1, 2, and 3. So looking at how to lead and then how I respond to this, let's go ahead and actually do this sideways. Let's go ahead and we'll start with the first half of the box here. And we have 1, 2, and 3. So now what's going to happen here? He's going to bring this hand down. So we're going to change the hand hold from an upper hand clasp to an underarm clasp, right? He opens his hands and we now have this clasp. He is also going to then release this arm. The second he releases my back, I release him. I don't want to like hang on for dear life here, yes? So as he starts turning his away, he's going to let go and he's going to take this hand through, which is going to turn me, right? Because as we've talked about even with underarm turns, the idea is I stay behind my hands. I don't just let him have my hand. So as he turns my hand, I turn my body. Yeah, so there's our quarter turn. And then as we continue, as he turns his body, that guides me to turn my body. Yeah, so we're going to back up a little bit and look at the second half now as we come together. So again, he's going to start to square off. And again, that's going to turn my hand, right? So I turn my body, begin to square off, and then he takes a side step. He finishes squaring off, keeping his hand in front of himself the entire time. That turns me, and we are facing each other. Now, at this point, we might not be close enough to necessarily go to dance position. That's okay. We still have this point of connection. So I just need to make sure that as he takes that step back and keeps his arm connected to his body, by that I mean having enough tone to not create more distance between his body and his hand, and I do the same thing with mine, he can start to pull me a little bit closer to begin to close the gap, and when I'm eventually close enough, he can go ahead and reach my back. You don't want to be reaching for each other when you're too far apart because it looks ungangly and it, again, basically makes for bad communication between the partners. Another thing to mention about this particular pattern is that it is in fact repeatable. So if we're going to go ahead and dance this for you again. We begin with our box step, 1, 2, 3, and we do our changes and we come back to each other. Now at this point, We have been continuing with half a box, but if we want to, we could just continue and do the same pattern again. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And if we weren't out of space, we could do it even more. I wouldn't recommend doing it that many times, but it is in fact an option. At this point then, we can just go ahead and finish with our box step. Yeah, let's do that for you just one more time so you can see it without stopping. 1, 2, 3, we have our changes, and we repeat the changes. 1, 2, 3, and then from here we continue with our box step. Final thing is that we've only showed you how to do this coming from the left box turn. We can actually also transition into this from the 6-count underarm turn. So we'll show you how that works now. So if we dance our 6-count underarm turn, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If we do the version where he turns a quarter to face me, we're actually in a really good position to be dancing these change steps. So we can just continue right here with our change steps and continue with the box step. Yeah, so I'll show you that one more time from this side without stopping this time. 1, 2, 3, underarm turn. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And there you have it. That is your side-by-side change steps.